morning. Today we trade kilts for countryside as we leave Edinburgh behind and head deep into the heart of Scotland. First stop, a whisky distillery, because nothing says good morning like a wee dram. Then it's off to St. Andrews for golf history, followed by royal footsteps at Scone Palace. Finally, we wind our way into the wild beauty of the Scottish Highlands, landing in Newtonmore, land of legends, lochs, and probably a few confused sheep. Welcome to Lindores Abbey Distillery, where whiskey meets 12th century monks with surprisingly good taste. This is the spiritual home of Scotch whiskey. Literally, back in 1494, King James IV ordered monks here to make aqua vitae, the water of life. Spoiler alert, it was whiskey. Today they're still crafting golden drams of these sacred grounds, blending ancient tradition with modern magic. And when you're done sipping, take a wander through the labyrinth, a peaceful garden spiral meant for reflection, or in our case, trying to remember how many tastings we had. History, mystery, and a very happy ending in a glass. This is Lindores. Welcome to St. Andrews, where ancient ruins, royal romance, and golf legends all share the same postcode. This medieval seaside town is home to Scotland's oldest university. Founded in 1413, the University of St. Andrews is Scotland's oldest and third oldest in the English-speaking world. It's where Prince William met Kate Middleton over lattes at the humble North Point Cafe, proudly marked as where Wills met Kate. Yes, love brewed over coffee here. We strolled the crumbling splendor of St. Andrew's Cathedral, once the largest church in Scotland, now in dramatic ruin. It took over 150 years to build and stood as a powerful center of medieval Catholicism, until the Reformation left it in ruins by the 16th century. We just had to take the opportunity to tiptoe across the old course, the birthplace of golf, where legends swung clubs, and we tried just not to trip over the tee markers. Golf was first played at St. Andrews in the early 1400s, with the earliest written record dating to 1552, when Archbishop Hamilton granted the townspeople the right to play golf on the links. However, it's widely believed that golf had already been played there for at least a century before that, likely beginning around the 15th century. In fact, King James II of Scotland banned golf in 1457 because it was distracting young men from practicing archery, a sign that the game had already become quite popular. So while in 1552 marks the official record, golf at St. Andrews likely began around the 1400s, earning it the well-deserved title of the home of golf. Welcome to St. Andrews. A little chilly. Welcome to Scone Palace, the crown jewel of Scottish history and possibly the fanciest front lawn in the country. The site was originally home to Scone Abbey, a religious and royal centre from the 9th century onward. It was the traditional crowning place of Scottish kings, including Macbeth. Yes, that Macbeth. Kenneth MacAlpin and Robert the Bruce. And the original home of the legendary Stone of Destiny, used in the coronation of Scottish monarchs. We wandered to the chapel where those ancient ceremonies took place, then tiptoed through beautifully manicured gardens, dodging peacocks with serious attitude. The current Scone Palace was built for the Earls of Mansfield, a title held by the Murray family. They have lived there continuously since then and still do today. It's an 1800s Gothic revival masterpiece, but the land it sits on has hosted coronations since the 9th century. So while the current palace is from 1808, Scone's role as a royal religious and cultural seat dates back over 1100 years. Part royal theater, part garden fantasy, part history book, and all absolutely unforgettable. We're heading into the Scottish Highlands, where the roads get windier, the sheep get bolder, and the history gets personal. Our destination? Newtonmore, a charming Highland town nestled in the Cairngorms National Park, and proud home of the Macpherson Clan Museum. Legend has it that the Macphersons were fierce warriors, and judging by my hair in this wind, I may be one of them. The museum was closed, but it's packed with swords, tartans, and tales of clan bravery, or at least well-documented stubbornness. One thing's for sure, in Newtonmore, the past isn't just history, it's family ancestry. Thanks for watching.